Since we currently have zero new information to discuss concerning release dates or new content for any of the Division titles, I jumped back into my private messages, searching for this particular one that had really caught my eye. Now, about 5 to 6 months ago, a viewer of mine sent me this update about a Division collaboration that was coming, and since I don't focus on that side of gaming, meaning mobile games, I really didn't pay it any attention. But then, last night, I again remembered that message and I did a quick search and found the information again. And after checking this all out, I have to say this is absolutely insane. What's going on, everybody? It's LtBuzzLitebeer, and you may or may not have heard about this when it happened, but in case you didn't, I'm going to show you this, and I have to admit, I found it all really interesting. But before we jump into today's topic, in case you aren't yet a sub, please smash that sub button and ring the bell to receive those future upload notifications. Let's go. Anyone that has followed my channel knows that I geek out on pretty much anything from the original Division game universe, especially the obscure, like this footage I'm now showing you from some of the early development tests of that game when stealth kills were being considered, which I still find absolutely sick to watch, and I really wish it was included in that original game. But this other piece of information and media I found came from February of this year, and it had to do with a collaboration between Ubisoft and their Tom Clancy Division universe and the gacha game Girls Frontline by MICA Team. Now, maybe you saw this and maybe you didn't, but as I started to grab footage and research this topic, what I found was a staggering following of rabid fans that generates huge amounts of cash for this mobile title. And I know that there is still a yet-to-be-seen free-to-play mobile title for the Division, set to release sometime later this year, and it will not be this one, as Girls Frontline is owned by MICA Team, but perhaps this is the precursor, the test subject for Ubisoft to really try this all out and see the figures in black and white. So first off, you need to watch this really short trailer released by the Girls Frontline Custom Stories channel over on YouTube, and while you watch it, focus in on the soundtrack because they even use the original tracks from Olaf Strand. Now that trailer really flew under the radar, and I think it currently stands at something like 2,000 total views, but I found it insane to see what essentially amounts to anime characters wearing Division agent gear with weaponry. I mean, they even have the shade watches and virus masks. So, my inquisitive brain guided me down into that video's description, and it has several links to active sites. One is the official Twitter account, one is some donation site, I think for the lad who created this trailer, and the other will take you to the official Girls Frontline landing page, which, by the way, runs like garbage, with most of the links being broken. But anyways, I used this landing page to give me the Google Play Store link, which got me to what I really wanted to see. Now here is the apps page for Google Play, and here is the Girls Frontline app, which has 25,000 plus ratings and is just over 4 stars. But what really caught my eye is the software company's name. Check this out. Dark Winter Software Company Ltd. And I just did a basic search on this outfit, and it's a group out of Hong Kong that incorporated in early 2018. Anyways, pretty boring stuff. But is that company title of Dark Winter just mere coincidence? Because it is openly referenced in the original Division game many times as a government readiness drill for a potential global pandemic. Again, I have no idea if that is just coincidence or not. I just thought I would point it out. But I digress. Let's shift back to the game itself, and this is a gacha game. Think pay to play with loot crates gone wild, and you're probably on the right track with your visions of this mobile model. And here is what Game Rant had to say about this collab effort. Girls Frontline involves players, or commanders, taking control of signature T-dolls earned through gacha features. By gathering up a group of soldiers, commanders can send these echelons into the field to complete various objectives. From combat missions to simulations, players can enjoy turn-based strategy puzzles and Android with guns. So if we just check out some of the story footage from this collab effort, which they called Girls Frontline, The Division Bounty Feast, and I gotta say the artwork is really stunning. It features these T-dolls and static poses, along with visual dialogue and liberal use of the Division graphics, soundtrack, and even the Division background settings. I also found it wild how some of the T-dolls are actually named after the weapons they use, like UMP-45 and HK-416, but here is a sampling of the story mode so you can see how it all plays out. But there's even more, and as GamerAnt mentioned, it does have an Android with guns element to it, which means combat. And this is where it gets really insane. Check out this boss battle footage as the operator takes on Joe Farrow. As always, for anyone that wants to view these clips in their entirety, I will include links in the video description below, and I encourage you all to go check them out in your free time. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why would Ubisoft enter into this collab effort with MICA Team? And that answer is obviously cold hard cash. I did a little research on MICA and their Girls Frontline gacha mobile game model, and the intake of cash is simply ginormous. I know it's a little bit old, but this is a really basic earnings report splash from MICA from August 2018, and you probably can't understand what it says, but the 2 rows on the left from top to bottom are iOS and Android, and the 5 columns across the top from left to right are actually country names. They are China, Japan, Korea, Taiwan, and the US. It isn't very easy to understand, but the figures are actually abbreviated into 10,000 RMB units. And just to give you some basic figures, after it's all said and done, the 2018 August earnings in Japan alone for Girls Frontline came to a staggering 11.5 million US dollars. You heard me right, $11.5 million in Japan alone, and just for the calendar month of August. So we are talking a huge revenue stream for this style of mobile title. Anyways, I found it all really interesting. The collaboration, the delivery of the storyline, that wild combat sequence with the sticky bombs and Joe Farrow, the Dark Winter Shell Company out of Hong Kong, and I've got to admit that I was simply blown away by how much money this one title brings in on a monthly basis. Let me know what you thought about all of this. The Division Bounty Feast Girls Frontline event. Do you know anything about it, or is this all news to you? Did you play it? And if so, did you enjoy it? I'd love to hear your thoughts about any and all of this in the comment section below. Don't forget to smash that sub button and ring the bell to receive all future upload notifications. If you would be so kind as to rate and or share the video, it would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to find and follow me on Twitch with weekly streams, as we were recently blessed with a full Twitch partnership. Join my community Discord server, and of course, find me on Twitter, posting my thoughts on most things gaming related. Links to all of these platforms in the video description below. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer, signing off.